Hey nerds, Gleemax here. Today we're looking at the absolute worst commanders in mono white. But before we begin, some ground rules. Vanilla creatures are not allowed, even if they're legendary, as are commanders from Portal and Homelands. No one would run these as their commander for anything but meme value, and therefore they don't make the list for me. As always, this is my opinion. If yours is different, that's fantastic. Let me know why I'm wrong down in the comments. Let's begin. At number 5, we have Mavren Fein, probably the best card on the list. Mavren Fein is a 2/2 vampire cleric for 2 and a white. Whenever one or more non-token vampires you control attack, you create a 1/1 white vampire creature token with lifelink. Okay, so there are 18 mono white vampires, all from the notoriously powered down Ixalan block, and they aren't good. Paladin of Atonement, which is a 1/1 for 1 and a white vampire knight, that at the beginning of each upkeep, if you lost life last turn, you get to put a 1/1 counter on it, and when it dies, you gain life equal to its toughness. The others are French vanillas like Bishop Soldier or Exultant Sky Marcher. They do have a lot of life gain related abilities. Inspiring Cleric gains some, Glorifier of Dusk using it. So life gain could be a decent sub-theme in the deck if you were crazy enough to build this thing. At best, this is a good draft deck. Every other good vampire is in black or red. Mavren Fein is so much better than 99 of, say, Edgar Markov than your actual commander. The best part of Mavren Fein is singing his name along to Chocolate Rain. Mavren is the best card on this list, and I'm not very much looking forward to the rest. At number 4, we have Gerard Capashen. Gerard is a 3/4 human soldier for 3 white. Alright, not bad so far. At the beginning of your upkeep, you gain 1 life for each card in target opponent's hand. Okay, so we're mono white life gain. 3 and a white, tap target creature, activate this ability only if Gerard is attacking. This guy was a main protagonist in Magic the Gathering lore for a number of years, and he can gain up to 7 life a turn and tap creatures for 4 mana? What is this? The life gain is at best inconsistent and at worst useless. He doesn't even have any keywords. The life gain is reliant on you untapping with this thing. I mean, he poses 0 threat, so I guess there's no reason for your opponent to try and remove it. You may be able to push through some damage with his 4 mana tap ability. Oh, Gleemax, you say. He can tap multiple things, only when he's attacking, so you can't even use his ability once he comes down. The art isn't even good. It looks like he's floating in midair. Why did I think this would be a good idea? Gerard's number 4. At number 3, we have Kiyomaro, First to Stand. A 3 white legendary creature spirit. Its power and toughness are equal to the number of cards in your hand. As long as you have 4 more cards in your hand, he gains vigilance, and whenever Kyomaru deals damage, if you have 7 or more cards in hand, you gain 7 life. Okay, so if you're unaware, white has this problem in Commander. It doesn't really ramp or draw cards very well. So why would our 5-drop commander need us to have cards in our hand? Forget making this thing big. You'll have to sandbag lands in your hand to keep it alive. If you have 4 cards, he has vigilance, a 5 mana conditional vigilance creature as your commander. That's not good. Oh, but if you have 7 cards, he has triggered lifelink. Actually, it's not really lifelink, because he can only ever gain a maximum of 7 life. So your mono white deck has to keep 7 cards in hand for a 7/7 vigilant kinda lifelinker. This card is just awful. Why would you run this when you can just do Lyra Dawnbringer and have an actual theme to your deck? The art is amazing, so you got that going for you. Show it off while you're losing. Kyomaru is number 3. Oh my god, there's... At number 2, we have Jareth, Leonine Titan, a 4/7 for 3 white. Whenever Jareth, Leonine Titan block, it gains +7/+7 until end of turn. You may pay a white and give Jareth protection from the color of your choice until end of turn. Okay, so my first thought is that if someone attacks you and you have Chad McCatface out, it's going to have evasion. The 7/7 is basically flavor text. No one is swinging into this big chongus. So So as a commander, he's basically a 4/7 with the ability to pay a white and give him protection. So I guess you could go a Voltron build, but the problem with that, in case you're unaware, is Broly McPawcrush gets enchanted with, say, indestructibility, and then is targeted with Path of Exile. You can give him protection from white, however if you do, the indestructibility falls off. So you have to essentially play a Kemba Call Regent deck with none of the payoffs of generating cat tokens. I mean, you could also just run Ishimaru Hound of Konda if you want a mono-white Voltron commander. Why would you run this? It's 6 mana and is just going to die the turn it comes down. Jareth is number 2. At number 1, we have Kentaro, the Smiling Cat. Kentaro, the Smiling Cat, is a 2/1 human samurai for 1 and a white. He has Bushido 1, Bushido being whenever this creature blocks or becomes blocked, it gains +1/+1 until end of turn. You may pay X rather than pay the mana cost for samurais you play, where X is that spell's converted mana cost. I legit did not know this thing existed until I researched it for this list. That second ability does literal nothing. You're mono white. You're not going to need to color fix, which is what I think this ability was meant to do. To be fair, this is a super interesting ability in white, and absolutely helps establish white as a support color. So why is it only on this wasted potential of a card? He has Bushido as well, so he has that going for him, I guess. A piker with Bushido. I completely get Ishimaru, the 2/2 dog, for a single white, but why would you ever consider running this thing? It's just so much worse than Ishimaru. Anything is actually better than Kintaro. Playing a Kintaro deck is like rolling up to a commander table with a prismatic piper saying, yeah guys, I'm playing mono white, this will be great. You might actually do better with that. Kintaro is basically useless. His ability, while interesting, does nothing, which is why he deserves the number 1 spot of the worst mono white commanders in Magic. Well nerds, I hope you enjoyed our fun-filled stroll through the worst mono white commanders. We're going to be continuing this series with blue being the next color. Let me know which mono blue commanders you think are the worst down in the comments. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe for more. Thanks nerds.